came up with ideas and ways of doing things. I was like, oh, I didn't even know I could do that, or I didn't even know that was possible.
What's up? What's up? Stephanie, we are here. One of my favorite clients, Stephanie from Elevate Fitness. You've had some good stuff going on, and I want to talk about it. So let's
Yeah, for
let's
sure.
do this thing. Let's do it. So first of all, what do you do? I did just say Elevate Fitness, but I guess you can give them, a little bit more detail than that. What do you do? And tell them how you found me. Start from there.
For sure. So I own a fitness studio in Dallas and Capel. And I've been around for, I don't know, 12, 13, 14 years now. So
Nice.
I'm trying to remember how I actually found you. I think I was like looking at things for credit, but it wasn't even related to business credit. I think it was
Mhm.
more related to personal credit. And then you came on Instagram and you were saying all of the things that was like, oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. And so I kind of reached out to you from there.
Perfect. Okay, great. Amazing. Wow, you got some tenure in the game, so that's good. That's good. Okay,
Yes.
so let's just get straight to it because more times than not, when you have people watching these videos, they want to know, did you actually get funded and then how much? So I guess we could talk numbers specifically. And then if you got funded, if so, like how much, if you remember the amount.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, we're currently funded at 100K right now. We got 75. Actually, they're both from Chase. So 75,000 from Chase, and then 25,000 from Chase. So that happened. I don't know, like what, in a month and
Yeah,
a
something
half.
like that. Yeah.
There's some, like, I know there was some uh, slow pacing on my end just because I am so busy as a business owner, and my job's a little bit different. I have to deal with people, so I'm not always in front of my computer to like check emails and stuff. But it was a pretty smooth process.
Oh yeah, that's nice too. Just from Chase, so 100K just from Chase. That's
Yes,
nice. That's
got
nice.
it.
And what's cool about that to me too is which makes you a lot different from a lot of my clients. More times than not, when a lot of people come in, and I'm not, I'm not knocking them for this, but they're just like, want the most amount of possible, the most amount of possible. You were like, look, I want 100K and I want like this line of credit, and that's pretty much all I'm looking for this
Yeah, yeah,
particular
yeah.
thing.
We were just trying to take the business to the next level. We do fine from a revenue standpoint, but credit is like the one thing I've never really like looked into. It's like I've gotten approved, and there's bank cards that I've had for what, like 12 years since I started the business, and the credit hasn't really moved that much. So I didn't really think about, okay, what other steps you got to do, and then on top of that, interest gets crazy. So the fact that we were able to get like a year of 0% APR is also like really good. So that was like one of the things I was extremely thankful for. And it's just to help us while we're taking a next step with building the business. So it was really good. You know, you taught me a lot of things I didn't know as a business owner, of things that you should be doing to apply for business, like things that you don't think about as a business owner. And then yeah, like it got done. I mean, I remember seeing these testimonials, and I was actually skeptical until I saw these testimonials, and it was just like, all right, cool. Well, people are taking the time to say like, hey, yeah, I got approved for this. So yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and try it with him. Because you never
Oh,
know, like whenever you're dealing with Instagram, right?
yeah, yeah. I
It could
already
be good.
know. I completely get it. When people are skeptical, I get it. Like it makes total sense to me. And that's why I like doing these as much as possible. So they're like, okay, did this guy really just set up like 30 people and pay them to say good things about him? Or did
Yeah.
it actually just happen? So no,
And
I'm,
actually,
I'm
one of
with
the
you.
things that you said that resonated with me whenever I was kind of skeptical to like do stuff, you're like, look, all I have is my reputation here. Like this is a business, and I'm trying to build a business with a good reputation. This is so I have to make sure that what I'm telling you, I follow through with. And as a fellow business owner, like your word is what gets you like when you don't have the money for marketing and to like do like all these other big companies, all you have is your reputation and just making sure that you do things the right way. So that was the one thing whenever you said that, I was like, cool. Like he said exactly what I would have said as a business owner. So it was enough for me to like trust you and get it done.
Well, I appreciate that. I really do genuinely. Absolutely. It's like I try to tell people that's the last thing I want to do is mess over your information, you or not get your results because now again, like you just said, reputations down the line, and that's really all we have. So
Mhm.
absolutely. I was going to ask, like, one of the things that you would say kind of helped you the most, but you really were just going into it right there, honestly. So how would you say this 100K, now that you have this for your business, and you kind of touched on that too, like, how would you say this is going to impact the business now that you got all of this funding now that you can use at 0%?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely provides a cushion for us while we're working on strategies of what we want to do to take it to the another level. Because right now, like I have one location here in Dallas, I have another
Mhm.
location that I'm just starting in Capel, and so the biggest
Nice.
thing is just really having some like cash flow, or at least some access to cash while we're able to take it to the next level. So having this credit like really helps with that, so that we don't have to continuously grab from our cash, and then as we grow we can kind of pay it back and not even worry about interest. So that's kind of what makes it just make me breathe a little bit better, right? Because like 2023 was, it was like a tough year, I'm sure, for a lot of businesses. It's like inflation
Yeah.
was killing us, like you're spending way more money than you thought you were going to spend, and so the money that
Yes.
normally would take go a lot further for you is not going as much, and you're just trying to like figure out like how am I going to navigate through this right now. So it definitely provided a little bit of like, it's going to be okay, you got, you know, you got some money, or you have some credit at least to fall back on. So
Absolutely. Yep. And hey, always remember you can liquidate that thing too if you needed to, but at the 0%, either way, just credit or liquidating is it's amazing. So, and I'm glad it's making an impact on the business for sure. Because like you said too, you guys are doing well. But that's what I tell people all the time too. Like, even if you're doing well, having this cushion is great. And especially
you
at
know,
0%, like I'm always gonna get 0%, like always, just in case. Like when I'm doing ad spend, things like that, I want that to sit there and not affect my cash flow at 0% for sure.
yeah.
100%. And really, I would just say this. If someone was on the fence, what would you say to them as far as like working with us? Like, what would you say if someone's on the outside looking in?
I would say like it's actually it's worth it, because I don't think that they're gonna steer you, like Colin is not gonna steer you in the wrong direction, nor is his partner. Like they're gonna be realistic with you. They're gonna tell you like it is. It isn't about like inflating or conflating information just so that they can get their money or their kickback. They're really like, okay, we're gonna ask you all these questions. We're gonna come up with a plan. This is what the plan has looked like. And then really, I guess because they know money so well, they're able to be creative and think about things that you can do that you as a business owner wouldn't do. Because essentially, like when it comes to personal training and people coming like trying to get fit, they come to me because they don't know what they're doing, right? Like they go
Mhm.
to the gym and they're like, I'm kind of clueless, I don't know how to lift, I really need help with form. Well, when it comes to money, I don't know everything about money, I don't know everything about how to like credit and how to utilize credit for your benefit. So you guys are kind of the experts on that, and like I said, you came up with ideas and ways of doing things. I was like, oh, I didn't even know I could do that, or I didn't even know that was possible. So I think that you should definitely have a conversation with them and just understand that just like everyone has an expertise in their niche, whatever their niche is, like Colin has his expertise in being able to get businesses credit, and he's always going to operate in that realm where he knows things can work out in your favor. So yeah, I would say make a decision because of that.
Thank you. Well, I appreciate that for sure. So, that is pretty much it. I don't want to take too much more of your time because hey, I know that you're busy, but I do want to ask one thing of you. Can I get a bicep flex? Because you got the R's over there. Can I get a bicep flex? Let's do it together. Okay, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Like this is mom bod flex right now
How
because I
about
have a kid.
nah? Still looking
still
great.
working
Still,
on still working on the fitness bod. It's like mom bod right now. So I
still looking
appreciate
great.
that.
You've competed before, right?
Yes, I have. That's like my
Yeah.
goal for next year. So
Oh, nice,
actually I
nice,
want to
nice.
be able to I we already talked about it. We're opening up another business and we want to get credit from you probably from that. So
Yeah.
maybe in like 6 months you'll see like the real flex.
Oh yeah, the real flex. Yeah. I feel like I've been slacking too, but I go now. I bench my 320, and hey, squat almost 4 plates, but I had a knee
Good,
surgery.
that's
Anyway,
still
we ain't
good.
talking about all that right now.
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever told y'all that. I don't know if you knew I was in the gym either, but
No, I think you told me you worked out. So yeah.
okay, cool, cool. Yeah, but that is pretty much it. Thank
Okay,
you for being here. I'm so glad that we were able to get you funded. And until the next business and the next time, let's do it.
okay, sounds good. Thank you.